nightmare. Like, it's mobility is trash compared to like the others. Like, even like Armored Core franchise, mobility is way better. Like, the stamina in this is like tapping this itty bitty fighting spaces. This is like, oh my god. It's not Armored Core, it's more like Dark Souls kind of feel. Like, that's what Dark Souls does. It traps you in like a smaller space. But seeing how it's a more fast-paced game, it kind of doesn't work. It kind of is just like, oh, now trying to get S ranks is like impossible. Unless you make them highly fast, moving around. This, like, a stamina bar, a breaking bar where they can break you, and then it's like, it's just like, oh my god. This is bad. Oh god, this sucks. It really does suck. Compared to like the other Armored Cores, and people like, oh man, it's a 9 out of 10. No, it's not. It's not a 9 out of 10. It's at best like 5. It's about like a 5 or a 4 compared to the others. Like, it's like a bunch of people who never played the original Armored Cores. They're like, oh, it's such a fucking great game. Yeah, no. And it's like, it's PvP only, and this is like, oh my god. I mean, PvP wasn't even the biggest part of Armored Core in the past. In the first place, it's not like people like, oh yeah, let's do some, PvP. No. People like to play together. You know what I'm saying? And when they take that out, it's like, ugh. Then you gotta deal with all this dumb shit the entire time. So yeah, I mean, we playing it, this is like, no. It's like the first one. Yeah, I wouldn't want to just go through the whole story again. I just don't care. And it's kind of sad after 13 years, they're like, oh, let's make a, I just want to get back into Armored Core. And then, like, the customization was watered down hard. It's like, got the least customization of all Armored Cores. Like, the customization is the worst. Like, you don't get a lot of weapons, you don't get a lot of body armors, you don't get a lot of anything. They just took out every single thing and gave you, like, the bare minimum they could possibly do. And it's like, dude, I'd rather not have made this game, to be honest. Like, when they make another Armored Core, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have some Demon Souls, Dark Souls hybrid bullshit, you know what I'm saying? When they're like, oh, you got stamina, you got like your stamina's like itty bitty, you barely can boost around, you barely can move around. It's like, oh my god, it's bad. It's incredibly bad. It's just like, ugh, I just don't care, and I would never play this game ever again. I mean, I'm done. I'm done with Armored Core, especially if this is the future of Armored Core. It's really bad. Really bad. They really didn't care about any of the original fans of this game. They really just didn't give a damn. They're like, oh, fuck the old people who used to play this game. Let's make it into an Armored Core Dark Souls. That's what it should be. Let's just say Armored Core 6 Dark Souls. You know what I'm saying? That's what it should say. Because it's definitely a Dark Souls wannabe. And it's like, oh my god. But with mechs, you can't really, like, the reverse legs used to be able to just poof, jump up into the sky and shit. Like, the hover legs hovered. Everything all the legs felt different. And then this one, they don't. Like, they don't feel different. All the legs feel basically the same. Except for the tank, of course. But, it's just like, oh my god. Come on. I used to be able to jump up and fly up in the sky and like, in the sky and shit. And now it's just like, oh, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even, like, dodge missiles anymore in the game. Like, and then they make the damage, like, really high. Like, almost everything hits you, and it's like, boom! It takes off, like, insane amount of damage. Even if you're the tank, you don't last very long when it comes to damage. And then it's just like, then they got this fucking, like someone mentioned before when I was watching videos about it, is the Sekiro, whatever, fucking stamina break. And it's just like, they put a stamina break thing in there, and then you take insane amount of damage. It's like, oh my god, it doesn't feel like you're playing an Armored Core. It really doesn't. This feels like some kind of Dark Souls wannabe. I mean, I know I keep saying that, but it is. It definitely is. It's definitely awful. And I would say, you know, Demon X Machina is I played that on the Nintendo Switch. It's like an Armored Core, and it embodies the Armored Core a lot more, you know what I'm saying, than Armored Core does. I mean, I don't even think it's the same people who made the game, but they did a better job, you know what I'm saying, than this crap fest. And I'd rather see a Demon X Machina come to, you know, PlayStation. That's what I would like to see. I want to win one up for the PS5. I definitely, and then Armored Core came out, I definitely want to get the Armored Core. I definitely want it. I'd be like, no. You know what I'm saying? This shit is just, it's bad. It's really, really fucking bad. Like, I didn't like Armored Core 5 either, because it was like, they actually made that one really, really clunky. And this one is like cooldowns for the weapons, and it's like, it really slows down the battle a whole lot. It makes it so much more just, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just shoot the way you're able to shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like an Armored Core, like for answer, like the energy would take away from your like energy instead of having some stupid fucking cooldown, some stupid fucking long ass. I mean, the loading is just, reloading the weapons is just god fucking awful. God fucking awful. I mean, even like blast, there's like all these enemies everywhere, and you're waiting for your goddamn weapons to load up and reload in small areas, like in small area battles. It's like they lock you into some of these little itty bitty spaces, and they're like, oh well, you gotta watch out for your ammunition reloads that take like 30 minutes. It's like, come on, bro, come on, like give me a fucking break. Like, Armored Cores didn't even do that. They didn't even do that. They'll go, oh, I'm gonna lock you in a little space and your guns, like, take forever to reload. It's like, no, they didn't. Like, I mean, the reloads in this game is worse than, like, shooter games. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally worse than shooter games. You're literally waiting to reload. Like, you're literally waiting to reload. That's crazy. And it's like, oh my god. It's bad. It's bad. Like, the reloading is awful. God, awful. It literally stops. Like, literally, you'll be sitting there like, not even able to shoot at times, you know? And this is like, oh, fuck on. It's like, try and get weapons. You gotta get, you know? And the machine guns, really? Really? It's like, oh, my. Oh, no. No. This is just terrible. Just terrible. God damn, it's sad. It's sad. You know? Like, I don't even... Oh, my God. It's bad. That's all it really is to say. It's just that bad. God. I could... No. Just no. You know? Oh, my God. I mean, the story, I guess, isn't that horrible, but... Then, like, you used to be able to pair up with other mechs and stuff like this. I mean, barely able to do it in here. You know what I'm saying? And, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Wow. I'd rather, like I said, you know, I was like, oh man, I can't wait. I wish they would make another Armored Core, but now I'm just kind of like, man, I wish they didn't. You know what I'm saying? Stick to your Demon Souls. If you want to make Demon Souls and Dark Souls and stuff like that, I enjoy those games. Stick to that. Don't make any more cars. You know what I'm saying? Let's be done with it. Like, you were done 13 years ago, and you're like, oh, let's bring it back. It's time to make some stupid little hybrid, and then make it so fucking retarded. Like, cooldowns for weapons that are just out of this world. They're not even like a second. They're not even like a couple of seconds. They're like 10-second reloads. Like, and then you're like, literally, you know, like literally 10 seconds in a fast pace, boosting around. 10-second reloads, like maybe a few seconds, like maybe 1 or 2, but 10 seconds for a lot of these. Well, sometimes I guarantee you it's like 15 seconds. And this is like some of the weapons are just completely unusable. And this is like, man, that's crazy. Like, it's just crazy. Like, the cannon arms are completely unusable. It's like the cannons, Like, you can't even really shoot him. Like, you shoot him and he stops and then he gets hit. It's just, it's bad. It's bad. Everything about it. Like, Armored Core 5 was clunky in its movements. This is clunky in its, like, fighting. Like, it's like, you're shooting the guns, and then before you know it, you're like, oh, do. And you know what's crazy? Their cooldowns they don't have, like, cooldowns like you do. Like, the enemy does not have cooldowns like you do. They'll show that they're cooling down, but they way faster. Way faster. And this is like, oh my god. It's bad. Like, and like I said, the stamina thing, that's basically what it is. It's like a Demon Soul stamina bar. It's like, oh my god. It's dead. Because in Armored Core, we got way more, and with Armored Core for answer, it's my personal favorite one. I like the other ones before it, except for number 5 and this one, so these are the only two I really can't stand. 5 and 6 are like the most awful, god-awful ones, but, because I played ones from like the PlayStation 2 and stuff like that, so I enjoyed those ones too, but this is just crap, and it's just like, oh my god. And then I was like, you know what, let me try do a new game plus, and I'm like, you know what, I just can't. I don't even want to be bothered, you know? I was like, oh no. I kind of wish I never even got this game. It's just that bad. I mean, it's just a waste of fucking money, to be honest. I didn't get rid of number 5 either, and I didn't really play it. And a piece of me is like, oh, I just want to go back and try to play number 5. Just try and play it. Maybe I went back and tried to play it before, and I was just like, oh my god. Nope. And it had something cool that in Armored Core 5 that kind of seemed like cool. Like that, like territory wars, like you can join clans. And I was like, oh, that seems like a cool idea, you know. But I don't know, man. I know I gave past. You know what? I couldn't even get past the tutorial number 5. That's how bad it was. I was like, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. I was like, I can't play this clunky ass shit. And I'm surprised I hung in there as long as I did with this one and actually beat the game, because it's clunky in a different way. It's clunky in the fighting versus the movement. And even the movement isn't high for yours. Like, for your people, for yours is not like as high speed as Armored Core fans. I keep saying that, but I'm just saying, this is, I can't believe it. I was just like, oh my god. Wow. Just wow. I mean, I'm playing a fantasy game on mechs and stuff. I don't want to have like ridiculously long cooldowns for my reloads, okay? I'm just like, I want the fighting to be fast paced. If he's constantly able to shoot at me, I want to be able to constantly shoot him. Okay? Going, oh well, you have cooldowns, and we give them like the illusion that they may have cooldowns, but they really don't, because they're constantly shooting. Constantly. Like, there's never a time, like, with the amount of times my shit cools down and I'm not able to shoot, they're just constantly shooting the entire time. And they're going, oh, they're trying to make it more realistic. If they're going to make it more realistic, they got to make it more realistic all rounded. They can't just be like, oh, your cooldown happens, and these guys are just like shooting the entire time. Nah, man. Like, you gave them a cooldown bar, but you didn't give them the cooldown. You know, like, oh, reload for them, like, boom, 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 boom. But for you, it's just like, it's bang. It's bang, is what it is. And for you, it's like, the cooldown's like, and you can't tell the difference between, like, you really just can't tell, you can barely tell the difference between the cores and anything in the game. Like, everything's just so identical. Where in Armored Core, for answer, it just wasn't. Like, I literally could feel the difference between each and every single fucking legs. All the legs are completely fucking different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the reverse legs, boom, you are in that sky. If you went for the jump, that's the point of the reverse legs. They just, boom, you're like a grasshopper. Like, boom, and you're in the sky. And the leg ones, you're like really, really fast too, but you're just not as quick in the sky. You know what I'm saying? You're more land quick. And the foreleg, the aqua legs, were incredibly fast on the ground. They were so fast. Like, they couldn't boost up really fast. And that's kind of like the difference between like the two legs and the grass type of legs is like they could boost up faster, but like you're definitely like jumping sky high, you know, with the fucking reverse legs. Like you're like, phew! And then like that's how it was, you know. And then this is just like everything is just so much slower, like so much slower than a game that's 13 years old, you know. I mean, it's not as slow as number 5, though. Number 5 is like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Number 5 is like, oh my god. What is this? You know? I swear to God, number 5, I mean, if I was playing it on PS2, fine. But number 5, I swear to God, was like, let's go way back to... Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. And of course, you know, the enemies aren't slowed down too, though. You know, this is like... Oh, it's just you. And it's like, oh my god. Why? And again, like, they're like, let's take away as many weapons and let's take away as many. It's like, come on, man. Like, the fact is, like, if you go to YouTube, they'll be like, oh, just use the machine guns and this. That's not how it was, man. Like, there's so many different builds. So many different builds. Now it's just like, machine gun and the, and that is true. It's like the now launcher thing is like the go-to way to beat the game. It's bad. It's bad. And I'm just like, alright, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then the hand cannons, like the cannons did not. You could shoot more than one. You will not just like poof, 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 poof. I mean, they nerfed that. They made that so I don't think anybody uses it. I don't think anybody uses it. So it's completely useless weapon. And then it's just like, what else is completely useless? Any like rifle gun is completely useless. The shotgun are completely useless. I mean, they trying to make like, and then before and in the past, you could have the laser like melee weapons on both hands if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are they locking you in for one hand? Oh, let's add this stupid little tune, and the tuning is even better than the other ones. Everything is just so much better in the game 13 years ago. They're like, oh, this is like. Oh, I don't even know why they even did this. I don't even know why they did that record. I don't even get it. If you want to make Dark Souls, just make Dark Souls, man. Like, don't even, like, come on. Like, come on, bro. Like, I guarantee you, like, none of the guys who played Armored Core back in the day will ever come back. You know? And that's one thing why I feel like this had as many, it's like 2,800,000 or something like that. It's because so many people who played Armored Core just couldn't wait for another Armored Core. That's why the sales is, you know. And then when and I guarantee you, everybody's like, please don't be like Dark Souls. Please don't be like Dark Souls. Please don't be like Dark Souls. And they did it. They were like, let's make it like Dark Souls. And it's just like, why? Why? And they're like, oh, we're trying to make it more simplistic. You're trying to make it more trash, is what you're trying to do, you know? And it's just like, oh my god, the cooldowns for the weapons, that was terrible. That was fucking terrible. That was like the worst idea. And the stamina breaking thing, or whatever that is just as awful. Because it happens so easily. Like, you get hit, like, by anything, like, heavy, it's like, boom! Then all of a sudden, it's like, dude, come on. And your boosting skills, like, you boost so slow and so not as far, you know? Unless you, like, have, like, the smallest builds humanly possible. Like, you gotta make them really, really fast. And that's just ridiculous. Alright? You shouldn't have to be like, oh, just gotta make them as fast as possible with this very limited weaponry and slim as humanly possible. And this is like, ugh. God. So everybody has to have the exact same build. If you want to be like, oh, I'm dodging the cannons that are just everywhere. You know? Damn shame. Damn shame. It's just bad. But that's just my rant, you know. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna really watch my videos anyway, but talking to myself how much I hate this game, you know. But that's life, I guess. They should have kept this shit buried. Alright, peace out. I'd rather see a remaster. Because when they did a remaster of Demon Souls, they kept everything the same and just upgraded the graphics. I'd rather they just do that for like Armored Core, you know, do like a trilogy, you know, like Armored Core for Answer, number 3 was good, you know, number 3 Armored Core for Answer, and you know, even though I did not like number 5, I like that fucking, I want to try out that fucking, that territory war thing, so, I mean, like I said, I was like Armored Core 3, Armored Core for Answer, Armored Core 5. It'd be nice to have like some kind of trilogy that's remastered to the graphics for the PS5, not, you know. But I don't think that would ever happen because they never remastered the Armored Core before, and I don't think they ever would. You know, they remastered that after they like nerfed the shit out of Dark Souls and shit. They like I was like, nah, I'm good. And after all those nerfs, like, the nerfs are so bad, it was just like, you know. But, I don't know. I guess that's just how things are. What a shame. What a shame. Alright. That's it for me forever on the Armored Core. I'll never play another Armored Core ever again. Alright, peace out. Like and subscribe, like watching my videos, I was appreciate it. I'm done with you, Armored Core. Goodbye, forever. Well, I mean, unless I'm playing the PS3 ones. If I'm playing the PS3 ones, then obviously I'll play the Armored Core on the PS3 because that's how I have my PS3. But that'd be the only way. Or if I like got a PS5 that could play, if I had it customized where I could play the PS3 games and the PS4, of course, PS3, 4, 5, then you'd see my Armored Core. But, you know, for Answer, Armored Core for Answer, Armored Core, but I'll try number 5. I'll try to survive in that clunky ass, terrible ass shit. But I mean, apparently it's got the most missions out of all of them, but you know, it is what it is, you know. People, and I've seen videos where like, oh, I hate this story. I mean, the story ain't bad, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna shit on the story. The story is pretty good. It's pretty decent. I mean, I wasn't disappointed with the story. I wasn't like, oh man, the story's just so fucking awful. This story's so fucking stupid. You know, like this one guy, he's just hating on every little thing. And I'm like, you know what? I just really hate the fucking cooldowns really bad. Like, and the stamina thing, like the lack of like boosting and customization is what killed me. Like, cause for other people, like, oh, this game's really good because they've never played the other ones. It literally takes out 95% of the customization, 95% of the weapons, 95% of everything, and it will like give them the bare minimum. Like you literally could have cannon arms or machine gun arms, and they don't have that in this. They just don't. And like I said, there was no cooldowns, bro. This is like shoot your weapons as much as you want until you ran out of fucking ammo. That's what it was. It wasn't, cooldown, reloads, overheating. We just wanted to make it more realistic for the player, but not for the enemies. Alright, like, I would not have such a problem with the cooldowns if the enemies had the same situation. But they don't. They literally don't. That motherfucker is shooting that weapon like it ain't nothing, no tomorrow. Like, go. Like, he's shooting it like I was shooting back at fucking Armored Core Advance. I know, I was like, I'm leaving. I'm done. But damn. Like, damn. And then you see, like, one final boss. Like, they make it seem like this asshole has a cooldown. And I think he stopped shooting for like a few seconds. But not nowhere near as long as you. He's just, and he's shooting way more rapidly. He's like, energy beam. And then it's like, where's this motherfucker's cooldown? Where's this motherfucker's cooldown? He's just like, oh, 2 second cooldown. It's like, what is going on? And then you're just like, I'm waiting on my weapons to reload. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god. And like 90% of the weapons are just trash. It's hot garbage. And you're just like, oh my god, these weapons fucking suck. They fucking awful. And they're like, and literally like made, and they, I mean that, and even those have like really ridiculous, like, I had like the one that could shoot out the energy blade. I'm like, that thing even, they got a fucking ridiculous. Like, what's with the cooldown? Like, the blade, fine. Like, an Armored Core Advance, like, you couldn't, like, just swing the blade like crazy because it'd take your energy to do, like, your booster energy, but damn, right? Like, this thing's not even taking booster energy anymore, and it's got a worse cooldown. Like, that's crazy. And I get it, like, don't be spamming the blade or whatnot, but the facts are the facts. Like, in Amored Core Advance, it literally took your booster to do it. And booster energy stamina bar to do it. And then this one, it does not. And and the cooldown's longer. That's madness. That's madness. Like, why is it taking so long? Because was it overheating or some shit? Like, come on now. Oh, you know. And then, but they don't have that problem. They're like, boom, 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 boom. You can literally see this motherfucker shoot that fucking thing as many times. If I stay next to him, that nigga will consecutively shoot that motherfucker like, bah, 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 bah. And I'm just like, come on, bro. I mean, you've seen the arena too, like, they do not have any cooldown. Not at all. And it was like, so we go, oh, we wanted it to be more, for who? For the player only? It's like a one-sided cooldown. One-sided cooldown. Like, those motherfuckers, they better have a cooldown too. That's like if you were playing against another player and magically he didn't have a cooldown and you did. You know, he's just like gunning it down with the machine gun constantly, no cooldowns, blasting you with the cannons, and you're just like, hang on. Why the fuck is this guy? You'd be pissed. You'd be like, that is cheating. He's a hacker. Blah, blah, blah. But the game is just like, yeah, we can blast you all fucking day. Like, the only thing they don't really blast you with all day with is the cannon, though. But the energy blasters and anything else, man, bets are off on that shit. It's like consistently shooting that shit. And if you get that weapon or that item or some shit, it is nowhere near on that level. Nowhere near on that level. And you're just like, Like, the best weapon that can, like, rapidly fire or rapidly shoot is, like, the pulse rifles. The pulse rifles have the best, like, consistent shooting in the entire game. You know what I'm saying? It's literally the only thing that doesn't slow the game. It's the only way you can have not a slow down experience. Like, the machine guns slow down, it cool down like ridiculous. Cannons, any kind of energy blaster, like this powerful energy blast, completely slowed down. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is like, oh, boom, boom, boom. Like, one of them literally, like, you do the more powerful rifles, 5 shots. You shoot 5 fucking times with that thing, and it's like a goddamn 20-second cooldown. It's like, how the fuck you play with this? 5 shots, and it's like, pew, pew, pew. Just hang on, guys. Hang on. Like, if it's gonna be like that, that thing you gotta up the attack. And then there's the cannon thing. It's like, shoot, boom, right? Hang on a second. Like, cannon arms, cannon weapons, one like that. Like the back cannons, yes. The shoulder pads, like we had those big cannons on the back. Yes, they did take a while. Because those motherfuckers, when they hit you, they fucking hit you, okay? Those things were doing damage. now they ain't doing as much damage, so the cooldown shouldn't even fucking be existing. But the hand cannons, they weren't that bad at all. Like, they were slow as fuck. The projectiles were slow as fuck. But you can shoot those motherfuckers like a few times. It's not a one shot. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I guess that's the way it is now, I guess. But like I said, you know, when Armored Core whatever, because they know a lot of times I'm like Armored Core 4, Armored Core for answer. I can't remember what number 5 is, but then it has The Last Verdict or some bullshit, and it has a completely different story too, which is nice. Cause I think it's just on the same planet or something like that. But I think they'll do like one, and then the next one will have like a sequel to it, but completely different story, which is nice. But I don't know, man. It's wild. It's wild. But that's it for me. I said that before. That's it for me. Like and subscribe, like watch my videos. I always appreciate it. Peace out.